All right, I'm in Finland, country number 64 for me, and we started counting for you. Is this country number 18? What are we doing in Finland this week? Apparently, not much. Everything's closed.
Yeah.
Because of harsh COVID restrictions.
Yes.
Yeah, restaurants are mandated to stop serving alcohol past like 5 or 6 p.m.
They close at 6.
Right, so what are we doing in Finland? Once again, not much. Because
We have planned to go to saunas that week.
yeah, we wanted to do a new sauna every day of the week because Finland is really known for their saunas.
Yep.
And one of the oldest saunas in Finland opened up in 1920, and they're one of the only saunas in Finland that uses wood fire to still heat up their sauna. But they're closed. The other popular type of sauna is the gas-powered type of sauna, where they just use natural gas to heat up the liquid and keep you nice and warm and sweaty. But pretty sure those are closed too. We'll try to find a sauna. When I'm thinking about the COVID restrictions that have existed in every country, we went to a restaurant yesterday, and our waitress there was saying that, yeah, Finland has been one of the most restrictive countries in all of Europe, and most careful around, like, COVID restrictions. But I noticed that there are... hello, dog. Yeah, one thing that I have taken note of is that the people here have been more lax about wearing their masks indoors. They just have like the plexiglass shielding. And, in the Czech Republic, every restaurant we went to, they were checking our COVID vaccination cards. They have not done that here. No. So, like, restrictive as in closing things down, but not restrictive as in
Taking measures.
Yeah. Okay, well, another thing I noticed is how street and ice and snow management is handled here versus very icy Norway. Finland, and Helsinki in particular, also scattered little pebbles everywhere into the ice. However, these pebbles are quite a bit larger. It was way more difficult to carry our luggages in suitcases through the rock slush in Finland. But I think overall it's less slippery, so that's a plus. Well, I want to talk about the elevator that we've got in our apartment. It's another one of those 2-stage elevators where you gotta push the button to summon it to come on up. As it's coming up, we can't really open this door. It's this sort of 2-stage system. And elevator comes up and it unlocks this outer door here. And then if this outer door is open, or if one of these doors is open, the elevator won't work. They both need to be closed in order for the elevator to actually work. So this comes out. Got to be a little careful because you could easily pinch your fingers here. So hold on to the non-pinchy bar here. Very, very cozy situation here. And then we close our outer door. Okay. And this comes closed too. And you'll notice that when we push the button, this little locking mechanism is going to go out of the way. So here we go, 1, 2, 3. And now this has been activated. Oh, there it goes. And the door is then locked. So keep your hands inside the ride whenever possible. And that is my Finnish elevator. One last thing to note is that you should close both doors as a courtesy to everyone else in the building who wants to use the elevator, because the elevator won't work if one of the doors is open. So you gotta close it for the rest of the neighbors in the building. And that is my Finnish apartment elevator. So one thing that I particularly appreciate about Helsinki, Finland, is how granular they are in recycling and sorting out their garbage and their rubbish, as they call it in the United Kingdom, right? So for my apartment, you know, I actually haven't seen self-garbage sorting this granular since I was in Korea. So very, very interesting. They have, I think this is just general mixed waste up here, mixed waste. And then they have like paper cartons. They have composting here, so any leftover food. Here are plastic bottles, and I think glass and plastic bottles. Here's the language barrier now. Like, I see glass, but then when I look in there, oh, okay, these are all pretty much glass bottles. Over here is the metal, so we have aluminum here, and then we have plastics in this big bin here. It is a particularly snowy day in Helsinki. It is very blizzardy, not blizzardy, but snowy, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we're walking to the art museum. We went to this cool little shopping center, and the shopping here is quite cute. Oh boy, where are we going? Eventually we're gonna have to kind of need to make a left-hand turn up around there. Okay. Yeah? Okay. So you're so cold? Do you need gloves? Are you okay? Huh? All right. So public transportation in Helsinki is pretty nice. They have an app that you can pay in like 24 to 48 hour intervals. It's pretty nice. We found an art museum that is supposedly open. And so Angela and I are walking there because our 24-hour pass expired. And it is extraordinarily snowy. And so we're going to check out the Helsinki Art Museum today. Angela and I have found ourselves in the Helsinki Art Museum, and the first experience that we did was a VR experience with a movie with prisoners who escape, and somehow there's a boat waiting for them, and I think the whole concept was, what is freedom really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I find it hilarious.
You found it hilarious? Oh
Yeah.
no, babe. Why?
Huh?
Why did you find it hilarious?
Remember they were all like prisoners, and then like the last scene they were all like high officials.
Yeah.
And then you can see
Their
prisoner
prison.
clothing in the corner.
Yeah, with the little
Chest.
suitcase.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was wrong with that? Why did you find that funny? They're all high-ranking officials.
Yeah.
Oh wow! So this is so cool. In the Helsinki Art Museum, we have all these different languages, and hey, Japanese, Nihongo. I'm assuming this is Russian, English, Svenska, and Suomi. And so this card helps us look at this art piece, Party in the City, 1947, which maps to what's up here on the wall and helps us explain. Oh, there's party in the countryside and party in the city, 1947. That's what these are. Angela and I were walking around the other day, and we found this place called Finlandia Caviar. And babe,
Yes.
you researched into it. What is this place?
What?
You told me this place. What is this restaurant?
Oh, it's a caviar restaurant, so you get to have little hors d'oeuvres with caviar on top.
That's right. And I was looking into it, and I haven't really found or seen any sort of caviar-specific restaurant. And I was researching into it, and this Finlandia Caviar was started a while back, and yeah, it's exclusively caviar. I'm assuming this will be very expensive, unless if caviar is cheap in Finland.
I have no idea.
Like avocados are less expensive just most of the time where you're next to avocados, right? So
Yes.
if I could just, if I could just go out to the harbor over there and pick up caviar and then like cross the street, we'd be here, right?
Yeah.
The logistics costs are way lower, I think. All right, so here at the Finlandia Caviar place, here is a look at the menu and a collection of Finnish rows, Moscow menu, just to get like pricing. Caviar collection set of 4. We get a couple of different caviar choices here. 100 euros, a row tasting, caviar cups. Is this like a tasting menu of sorts? They have like a caviar pasta. All right, so our waiter really helped educate me on what the difference is between caviar and roe is, okay? So roe, as like the top level category, is just fish eggs. And roe are usually the bigger fish eggs that you'll see, okay? But caviar specifically comes from the sturgeon fish. And so caviar is a specific type of roe or fish egg, but it is specifically from the sturgeon fish. And in the sturgeon fish family, there's 28, I think. We said 28 subspecies of different sturgeon. And sturgeon is an incredibly old prehistoric fish that has remained unchanged for a very, very long period of time. So Angela and I are about to go on a roe and caviar tasting adventure, right? We'll see what's about to happen. Angela really is generally not a fan of fishy things, so I hope you survive okay through this, babe. Okay, so yeah, good luck. Good luck.
Oh, thank you.
Good luck to you, right? How dare you cover your mouth? How dare you?
Excuse me, sir. You're being a bit cray-cray right now.
You're being cray-cray, right? I'm just being normal.
So we have a Finnish roe tasting in some wheat cups together with smetana, which is Russian sour cream, some quail egg, and then some chive as decoration. The first 2 rows on the left are whitefish and vendas, the more popular roes in Scandinavia and Finland as well. Both are quite mild, a bit harder shell grained, a bit crunchy when you bite into them. The one in the middle, the black one, is a lumpfish. Same as sturgeon species, it's a bottom feeder, so it's quite fat rich, but however, nothing even close to caviar. It's also the only roe which is almost without question colored, either to red or to black color as this product has been, because it depends, so it comes out so different colors from fish to fish that they color it to make it look prettier. The one next one, the large grained Keta salmon, chum salmon or ikura, very strong, fat rich, salty. And then the last one is the red one, the rainbow trout, but it has been called smoked. It has a very distinctive smoking aroma. Enjoy.
Okay. I noticed that there is a spoon here. Do you recommend just eating each one individually, or?
I would recommend definitely to eat the whole thing as one.
Okay.
But if you want to try just the little bit of raw without anything, you can use the spoon as well.
It's like salt pebbles.
Salt pebbles. Okay.
I felt like the first two were more of a fishy, salty. Yeah.
So
We are ready.
let's go.
And what's your name, by the way?
My name is Kirill.
Kirja.
Yes, I'm another owner of the Finlandia Caviar brand.
You're one of the co-owners.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Well, kiitos paljon.
So, kiitos teille. So about the caviar here, what we have. Sorry, it's a bit. There's just so much here.
Yes.
So we have Siberian sturgeon first, which is the most commonly used species for caviar production.
Okay.
It reaches maturity at the age of 4, hence it's the cheapest to farm, and it's the easiest. Also, that's why the grain is so small, because the fish is quite young.
Okay.
Then we have a white sturgeon
Okay.
from Italy, originally from California. We're very well known around the world for the fact that it's very mild and creamy, almost buttery-like, without this strong scent of the sea, which is very common for caviar. So
Okay.
it's also a very good, so to say, a beginner caviar.
That's a good beginner caviar.
Yes.
Okay.
Then we have some sevruga here. Again, a bit more towards the traditional type of caviar, more scent of the sea, but still quite light.
Okay.
The grains are small because sevruga is a bit of a smaller type of sturgeon, and the age of these, the white and the sevruga as well, are 5 to 6 years.
I see.
While the next one is 7 years old Russian sturgeon, or
Okay.
Osietra. More of a traditional style caviar, quite a classic, maybe even second best known after the beluga.
Okay.
More of a traditional flavor as well, more stronger, scent of the sea, more saltier. However, this batch, because it's a live product, they differ quite a lot from each other. This one is a bit milder, it's a bit towards sevruga, but definitely the flavors go stronger like this.
Okay.
From here. So then we have the kaluga, which is the second biggest sturgeon after beluga.
Okay.
This is from a fish which is at least 15 years old, and we can see that the grains are quite large, and
Yes.
it's very, very fat rich. A
Okay.
little bit of nuttiness to it, but otherwise quite sea-ish flavor as well. And then we have the beluga, which is, well, first of all, largest sweetwater fish in the world. And the second fact is that also the most valuable type of caviar of which we have. The main reason for that is that it needs 20 to 25 years in captivity to first time produce the caviar.
20 to 25
Yes,
years.
so they farm the fish for 20 years, then they extract the caviar, and then they begin the process all over again. That's why it is so expensive. A little bit nutty, a little bit creamy. Hard to explain without tasting, but you'll notice it kind of incorporates all of the flavors of the previous ones together. All of these are very, very good. You should try them plainly first without anything. You put
Okay.
a little bit on your hand.
Okay.
Can I do it? I can show you if you want. Yeah.
Okay.
You take a little bit of caviar and then you put it on your hand here. The skin warms it up a little bit, so you have the flavor better.
Okay.
And then also you can inspect, like, are the grains broken? Are they easily separated? You can a little bit of see the fat percentage from here. When you do a tasting, usually they do it like that, and then you just enjoy it straight from your hand. And the biggest difference between a roe, which is any other fish eggs, and the caviar is that a roe you don't have to bite. You break it with your tongue against your palate,
You break it with the tongue
Yes.
up against the roof of your mouth.
Exactly.
Okay.
While the raw you kind of have to bite. While this kind of melts in your mouth.
Melts in your mouth.
And then I have some eggs, some smetana, which is Russian sour cream,
Okay.
and then some white toast with some dark truffle butter. You can mix it all together, or you can enjoy it separately. But the most important thing is that you taste all of the caviar first in this direction, without anything additional.
Okay.
All right.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Valiant
Kiitos.
so much.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get why they call it a beginner's caviar. It doesn't taste fishy. I smell truffle.
I smell truffle too from the truffle butter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cause maybe the smell tasted like a little truffle butter fish.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we have these super cute little mother of pearl spoons, which we used to scoop up a little bit of the caviar. And here is the beginner level caviar. And like he said, we gotta put it on the skin to warm it up. I'm hairy, so look at me go. And wow, when I like really try to look closely at it, right, we want to make sure that none of the eggs have been like exploded or pustulized, right? And you're not supposed to chew on it, it just melts in your mouth. Wow, that's really, I can still taste a little bit of the fishiness around it, but it is creamy. Yeah, you don't need to chew on it. I just pushed my tongue up there and it was just this like burst of fishy, salty, eggy flavor, right? Cool. I eat a lot of interesting things around the world, and caviar is one of those often considered luxurious things to eat, right? I guess partially from how difficult it is to extract it, and like what 20 to 25 years that they gotta wait in order for this to.
You gotta feed the fish for 25 years.
Yeah, right.
Get some caviar out of it. Yeah.
And how would I describe it? It's almost like, to me, it's like a concentrated, creamy saltiness. Especially as I went through it more and more, it was a little bit more and more salty until I got to this. And this was, like a creamy salt, which is pretty great. Those little tins are super cute too, right? Cool. What do you think, babe? I mean, you don't like seafood stuff in general, but how is this working for you?
I like the caviar better than the roe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
I guess it's more mellow because the roe has more fishy taste. And it kind of bursts as you bite. And there's so many little eggs and you bite the roe and it just keeps exploding. But this one, even if it like kind of melts, there's no strong fishy taste that lingers in your mouth.
So if you're ever in Finland and Helsinki, you should absolutely check this place out. What a unique and expensive experience. It was 214 euros or so. So, I mean, if you want to try caviar, normally it's even more expensive than this. So this is a great first try of caviar. So thank you so much, Finlandia Caviar. What a wonderful experience. All right, Finland is over. And what are our final impressions of Finland? And what will the lasting impressions be? We were there, and it was, once again, COVID was shut down a bunch of things. So that sucked. I hurt my knees, so the one outdoor trip we could have taken, we had to cancel. So what we were exposed to at Finland was mostly the food, the staying at home life, and kind of walking around the city area. We got some shopping done. Mm-hmm. Did you have any impression of the people? Like the people who helped us in customer service? They were nice, I think.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, not standoffish at all or anything like that. No? Babe,
Yes.
what did you think of Finland overall?
It's a bit boring
A little bit boring.
because there's no nightlife right now as of January of 2022.
Yeah.
So hopefully when you see this video it'll be better
Uh,
in a year.
I'm gonna upload it sooner than that, I hope.
Okay, you hope.
Yeah. Okay, so something we can definitely count on. How is the food?
Good, really hearty meals.
Hearty meals, yeah.
Warm, cooked, savory food.
Yeah, potatoes with meat on it.
And pickles.
Helsinki had a ton, like, all the Nordic countries were diverse in their own way, but I felt like Finland had the largest Asian population, and you could see it immediately when you enter the airport. Almost none of the airports in the Nordic countries had, like, Asian script on it, but in the airport there's Mandarin, Korean, and Japanese. And there were a ton of restaurants from Nepal and a bunch of sushi restaurants. Yeah, for it having a lot of Asian restaurants, the Asian food that we ate was like, it was weird.
Yeah, it was more of a Finnish style Asian food.
Yeah, it's been localized for Finland and Finnish taste, I think, because like I've been to the countries, and I feel like when any country brings their food to another culture, there's a little difficulty because they have to source the ingredients properly, and if you can't find the ingredients, then you need to come up with some substitute, and oftentimes the substitute is not up to par with the original substitute, like canned tuna in sushi. I saw like tuna mayo and I was like, okay, I can live with that. And no, what are you doing? But with that said, the salmon, once again, the fish quality was great. But when we had the sushi, the rice wasn't like seasoned with the rice vinegar, and there was just something kind of off about the sushi. And we had some pho, and there was a little bit of something off with the pho. It was a little bit over salty. We tried some ramen, and
It's also a little bit salty and thicker soup.
Yeah, which kind of plays in that hardiness, right? You gotta salt some stuff to bring out or neutralize the hardiness. Walking around, the city was accessible, very walkable in the city center, and I do like that you could buy like that transit pass for 24 hours, and it kind of works on all systems. So you buy a ticket that allows you to go into different zones of the city or the greater Helsinki metropolitan area, and you can easily get around. And
Yes. Also, compared to other countries we've been to, having a transit system, you can purchase daily or 2-3 days of tickets on your phone using your foreign phone number.
yeah, as international visitors, that was so much nicer, right?
Yeah.
We couldn't do that in Denmark or Norway. We tried, but they didn't allow international credit cards to purchase the public transportation system. So good, thank you, Finland.
Yeah.
Right? Did we do anything fun? We tried to go to the art museum, and the art museum was a big ripoff. And we walked through the snow to get there, right? Yeah, that was a ripoff.
Well, we watched like 30-minute, 15-minute film for $8.
Angela did a lot of shopping in Finland. We kind of walked through the indoor malls. So one thing is that in the city center there were a few different malls, but it seemed like there was no variety of the stores in the malls. It was just Mall A has these 10 stores, and Mall B has the same 10 stores, and Mall C has the same 10 stores.
Did we go to 3 malls?
Yeah, we went to like 3 or 4 different shopping centers, walking through, staying indoors.
Oh,
She didn't even realize we went to different shopping centers. That's how similar they are. We went to like 3 or 4 different shopping centers, babe.
I thought we kept going to like the two the same ones
No.
over and over again.
No, we went to 3 or 4 different places.
No wonder. Cause like I was looking for that other store in the mall. I'm like, maybe it didn't exist.
Yeah,
I swear this
right?
mall had more stores, but then all of the stores had I'd been to was in the same location as the other malls
Yeah.
as well, and I'm like, I seriously thought this mall was bigger.
Yeah.
This isn't to insight into how much I rely on you for direction and me just following along and thinking we're going to the same place.
Nope.
La, 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 la,
Yeah.
Same place again.
We went to that Viking restaurant. So Finland is definitely not known for like Viking-esque stuff, but the Nordic region is, and that restaurant was cool.
Cool, you get to eat your food off of swords.
Well, like
And-
mini skewer sword.
And what's it called? Shields? Like a Zelda shield?
No, it wasn't a Zelda shield. It was just a big wooden platter plate
I will
thing.
find that shield on Zelda and show it to you. Look, this is what we ate on.
the shitty wooden shield. Yeah.
The first one you get in the beginning.
Yeah. I already forgot how to say thank you and you are beautiful in Finnish. How do you say thank you? Do you remember?
Kiitos.
Kiitos paljon. And I wrote down you are beautiful. Thank you very much, Finland. Kiitos paljon. You're not going to say kiitos paljon with me?
Kiitos.
Okay. Thank you very much, Finland. Kiitos paljon.
Kiitos.
And sinä olet kaunis. And until next time. Bye.
Bye.
On kauniina muistona Karjalamaa, mutta vieläkin syömässä soinahtaa, kun soittajan sormista kuulla saa.
Säkkijärven polkkaa.
Se polkka taas menneitä mieleen tuo, ja se outoa kaiputa rintaan luo. Hei soittaja haitarin soida suo.
Säkkijärven polkkaa. Nuoren ja vanhan se tanssiin vie.
Ei sille polkalle vertailie.
Sen kanssa on vaikka Mieron tie. Säkkijärven polkkaa.
Siinä on liplatuslaineitten.
Siinä on huojunta honkien.
Karjala soi, kaikki tietää sen.
Säkkijärven polkkaa.
Tule tyttöni kanssani tanssi, kun polkkani herkäsi helkähtää. Hoi hevosurko ja hammasta purkoon, kun si on ihmeesi suurempi pää. Tule tyttöni kanssani tanssiin, niin meillä on riepu ja sovinansa.
Säkkijärvi se meiltä on pois, mutta jäi toki sentään polkka.